Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic reading, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the Columbia and Greater Baltimore Centers for Spiritual Living. Today is August 1st. We're just zipping through the year, aren't we? So this morning I'm reading from the Science of Mind magazine, December 2020, volume 93, number 12. And I'm reading from page 85, which is the question and answer session with Reverend Dr. Jess Jennings. And here's what it says in the last three paragraphs of an article titled Take the Rudder and Steer the Moment. Dread spoils the moment, and then it spoils onward until ordinary and even enjoyable eventualities seem to turn dreadful. I won't argue here that one person's consciousness can evaporate a virus, dissolve a hurricane, extinguish wildfires, or heal racism. I do say that each of us has work to do in building the future, and our work begins right now. Don't be concerned about being disloyal to your pain by being joyous, advised the Sufi teacher Pir Balilat. So practice picturing how you would have things be for you and yours and the world at large. Do this in the same space you held your fear. Affirm repeatedly that you will know what to do and how to do it, when to be courageous, when to be cautious, when to be bold. It's interesting that this is a reading from 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and it still works today. It's, I find, easy, almost effortless to slip into the oh woe is me, the dread of the world. No matter how miserable it makes us feel, we tend to gravitate to that, and I think it is out of socialized patterns. I don't think there's anything in us that desires to be miserable. I think we are habitually miserable. I think we are conditioned to a lie when things start moving in the direction of our good. We start looking for the other shoe to drop. We start trying to hold on to the joyous moment to prevent it from slipping away, and by doing so, we actually choke it. We actually make it go away. We actually create the negativity and the dread and the horrible misery that we're trying to avoid. And I think if we really got that, we would stop it. But I think what happens is we get stuck in not completely believing it. And so when we touch the edges of it, it's almost as if it is less painful to never experience the freedom from misery than to experience it and then lose it. And so we just find a place of comfort in our crap. And I think that's where the supporting lies of, well, it's always been this way, or, the pendulum swings both ways, and yeah, it's great now, but it's not going to be great later. All of those things are the lies that substantiate and support and sustain our misery. Now, I would love to sit here and tell you I'm beyond all that, and it never happens. And I could say the words, but they wouldn't be true. Right? But what I can tell you is that I have way more moments of joy, guilt free, shameless joy, than I have misery now. And so, in those moments when I find myself being miserable, and I say being miserable rather than feeling miserable because I'm being that, which is why I feel that. I remind myself in those moments when I feel stuck and helpless and hopeless and scared because I have told myself I don't know what to do so many times that I actually believe I don't know what to do. Right? The most powerful reminder I have is this, and it's similar to what is offered here. Affirm repeatedly that you will know what to do and how to do it, when to be cautious and when to be bold. So if that works for you, use that. This is what works for me. Infinite intelligence within me, as me, already knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. I choose to be aware of that now. Because I'm not creating the intelligence. I am infinite intelligence in form. So are you. I don't have to find the intelligence. And in fact, if I'm looking for the intelligence, I'm affirming that I don't already have it, that I'm not already it. And I'll never be aware of it because I've decided it's something outside of me. And in the truth of one, there is no outside of me. There are different versions. There are different expressions. And I know that's a lot to wrap your head around at 10 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock for some of you. Doesn't make it less accurate. Doesn't make it less true. Just makes it a lot for our brains to deal with. Right? You already are the intelligence that you seek. You already are the brilliance that you seek. You're the comfort that you seek. Everything that you desire, you already are. And as soon as you really grasp that, then it can unfold. But the only thing law can unfold, the only thing life can unfold, whatever name you attribute to it, the only thing it can unfold is what you actually believe. We can't experience a spirituality beyond what we're willing to believe, what we're willing to imagine, what we're willing to receive. And so know that everything you desire, you already are. Every answer you seek is already within you, as you. Claim that. Start by saying the words and say them until you believe them, and believe them until you lay claim to them, until you have ownership of them. And then look out, because things are going to start happening. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. Here we go. awareness, my attention, to go just a little bit deeper with this breath. And I recognize, I know again that there is one source, one substance, one life, one breath, one peace, one power, one presence, one omnipotence, one omnipresence, one omniscience, one substance that is animating itself as its creation, individualized in multiplicity, no two animations, no two expressions of life the same, intentionally diverse, yet never separate, each fully infused, empowered, created out of and fully containing all that the infinite is, the creative process, the agency, the authority, the mandate to create, the infinite expressing desire within each expression of itself as a portal of expansion, as a portal of infinite expression. Whether we call it one mind, one life, God, Buddha, Allah, Great Spirit, no matter what we call it, it is beyond a name. It is beyond the limitation of a label. It is the nameless, changeless allness. It simply has always been, having no beginning, it has no end, having no circumference. Its very center must be everywhere present. And being the singular substance out of which everything is created, I must be created out of it, by it, to be it. To remember the truth of what and who I am. To navigate this human journey of awareness, waking up to the truth of my being, fully participating in this activity of humanity to heal itself, the healing in the sense that the only healing that is ever required is a revealing of more truth. And so a peeling back of the layers, remembering who we are, the infinite in form. Everything that needs to be known is already fully present in, through, and as creation, simply awaiting our awareness of it. And so I claim and affirm that all of creation is awakening to the awareness that every answer that is sought is already within. That the choices are made to be aware now, knowing that awareness sparks the courage to be what we are aware of. Infinite possibility in form. Infinite intelligence unfolding life perfectly. Infinite peace, being peaceful in the storm. Being order in the chaos. Being love in the midst of hate. Until all apparent opposites cease to be, because all have awakened to the magnificence and brilliance and truth of their being. I claim it. And knowing that the law that actor in the creative process, the doer of creation, has already received that mental image and already acted to make it so. Not bound by this realm of time and space, it is already done. And so the doneness of it awaits awareness, awaits recognition. And so I release any thought, any belief, any behavior, any idea that would block my awareness and participation in the solution. I let it all go. And I trust the evolution of an ever expressing law, ever expressing creative process. I trust that it's already done. So I let go. I let God, I let life, I let creation be itself. And I look for the evidence of it everywhere I look. With every breath, I am that. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is.